Business project. A business project is a temporary endeavor undertaken by an organization to achieve specific objectives within a defined scope, time, and budget. Unlike ongoing operations, a business project has a clear beginning and end and is designed to bring about a unique product, service, or result. 1. Project definition and scoping. Defining and scoping a business project involves clearly outlining the project's objectives, deliverables, and scope. This initial phase sets the groundwork for all subsequent project activities. Importance. Effective project definition and scoping prevent scope creep and ensure that all stakeholders have a clear understanding of the project goals and limitations. Tools. Use of a project charter document to formally define the project's objectives, key stakeholders, measurable outcomes, and overall scope. Strategies. Engaging key stakeholders early in the project to gather requirements and gain consensus on project goals and constraints. 2. Project planning. Project planning is a critical phase where the project scope is broken down into manageable tasks, resources are allocated, timelines are established, and risks are assessed. Work breakdown structure. A hierarchical decomposition of the work to be executed by the project team. Resource planning. Determining what resources, people, equipment, materials are needed and when. Risk management. Identifying potential risks and developing strategies to mitigate them. Outcome. A comprehensive project plan that serves as a roadmap for project execution, detailing tasks, schedules, and resource allocations. 3. Project execution and management. During the execution phase, the project plan is put into action. This phase is about managing people, resources, and processes to achieve the project objectives. Task management. Overseeing the daily operations of the project tasks, ensuring they are completed on time and within scope. Stakeholder communication. Regular updates and engagement with stakeholders to maintain alignment and address any concerns. Quality assurance. Implementing quality control processes to ensure that project outputs meet the required standards. Tools. Project management software like Microsoft Project or Asana to track progress, manage tasks, and collaborate effectively. 4. Project monitoring and control. Monitoring and controlling involves tracking the project's progress and making adjustments as needed to ensure that the project stays on track and within budget. Performance measurement. Using KPIs and metrics to assess the performance of the project. Change management. Handling changes to the project scope, schedule, and costs effectively. Objective. To identify and address issues quickly, ensuring that the project meets its timelines, budget, and quality standards. 5. Project closure. The closure phase marks the completion of the project. It involves wrapping up all project activities, finalizing deliverables, and releasing project resources. Project handover. Delivering the final output to the client or end user and ensuring they are satisfied with the results. Post-project review. Conducting a meeting to discuss what went well and what could be improved for future projects. Documentation. Finalizing all project documentation and archiving it for future reference. Significance. Effective closure helps ensure that the project is not only completed according to its defined parameters but also provides valuable insights for future projects. These elements collectively ensure that a business project is comprehensively managed from inception to completion, aligning with business objectives and ensuring efficient use of resources. Effective project management can significantly impact a company's ability to innovate, execute, and compete in its market. Useful expressions. We need to define the project scope clearly to ensure alignment with our strategic objectives and avoid scope creep. Let's finalize the project charter this week to get formal approval and buy-in from all key stakeholders. Please ensure that the work breakdown structure is detailed enough so that every team member understands their responsibilities. We should schedule a risk assessment session to identify potential challenges and develop mitigation strategies proactively. If we encounter resource constraints, let's discuss prioritization of tasks to maintain progress without compromising project milestones. Given the current challenges, we might need to revisit our project plan and adjust our timelines accordingly. During our next update meeting, I'd like each team lead to present a brief on their section's progress against the planned milestones. Can we set up a weekly dashboard review to monitor key performance indicators and ensure we're on track? I recommend we implement a continuous improvement process within the project lifecycle to enhance our efficiency in future phases. It's crucial that we integrate lessons learned from this project into our standard project management practices. Let's conduct a post-mortem analysis once the project is completed to understand what went well and what didn't. We need to document all changes thoroughly and ensure they are communicated to everyone involved to maintain transparency. Please find attached the updated project timeline with revised deliverables and review dates. Let's discuss any concerns in our next meeting. I appreciate your efforts on the project so far. Please update the shared project tracker by end of day to reflect your latest progress. As we kick off this project, let's ensure that all team members have access to the project management tools and understand the reporting protocols. It's important that we align our project objectives with the broader business goals from the start to ensure coherence and support from upper management. Let's schedule a brainstorming session to tackle the unexpected challenges that have arisen this week. We may need to reallocate resources dynamically to address the critical path delays we're currently facing. I'll be sending out monthly project status updates to keep all external stakeholders informed and engaged. We need a clear communication plan that specifies who communicates what information to which stakeholders and when. Please update the project timeline based on today's discussion, and highlight any deviations from the original plan. During our next review, I want to focus on the milestones we've missed and the actions required to get back on track. Let's ensure all team leads meet briefly each morning to sync up on the day's priorities and share any urgent updates. I encourage everyone to use the shared drive for all project documents to facilitate easier access and collaboration. We are approaching our budget limits for this phase. Let's review our expenditures and adjust our resource allocation. Given our current resource crunch, we need to prioritize tasks that are critical for the upcoming project review. As we near project completion, let's start preparing for the final project handover and ensure all deliverables are in line with client expectations. We should begin compiling our project closure report, focusing on outcomes, challenges faced, and lessons learned. I want to thank everyone for their hard work this month. Your dedication is what drives the success of our projects. Let's celebrate our recent milestones and use this momentum to tackle the next phase of the project with even greater enthusiasm.